Blessings family, welcome to another video. This is Lady B. Um, let's see what's going on because I'm not sure if this is streaming right now. It's a upcoming. Why does it say it still say upcoming? Start streaming. I don't know what's going on with this. What's up with this? Oh, it just does stream. Oh God. Blessings, guys. Excuse the part. They may have forgot cut out a part out of the video. Blessings and welcome to another video. Or another live. This is Lady B, and earlier I was here talking to myself as usual. Oh my God. But anyway, I'm a little bit tired, but me not make that mess up the whole system. So right now we're gonna be talking about a few things. Breaking news, guys. Meddick body is allegedly discovered, and me have a video where we're gonna hear from the constabulary force. Also, good news for Nigy boy. Continental put him out there on the map. He's gonna be at reggae Sumfest this year. Also, we're going to say some little things about the Bob Marley One Love movie. So I'm not gonna spoil it for those who already. For those who have not watched it already, I'm just gonna give an update as to where it is right now in terms of sales and all that. I literally did a video where I did a review on the movie. So hopefully I'll be able to upload that video tonight. Who not watch it yet? I'm sorry if you know. Anyway, so Paramount Pictures music biopic, because it was Paramount Pictures is what carried it. So, oh God, I want to talk about the movie, but I don't want to talk about it. But I can say, this is what I'm going to say about the movie. So, Rebel, big up yourself. It is very emotional. It was heartfelt. About 3 times, me make the ball in the movie. Actually, me, water come on my eye. Because I didn't know those were the things that was happening at that time. Because I was a child. And growing up, I never hear so much about, well, I hear about Bob Marley, but he was alive while I was a child. That's the thing. While I was a child, he was still alive. Because when he died, 1981? 1981, me about, wow. Me not telling you my age now. But 1981, I probably was about, me not telling you. But anyway, yeah, I was a child that, maybe a liquor baby or something like that. Anyway, so what they're saying is that Paramount Pictures, it was a strong start with the movie. North America box office, grossing 14 million on Wednesday. So February 14th to become, according to Paramount, the biggest midweek Valentine opener ever. So they're saying, based on the history of Valentine openers, they're saying that this movie, Bob Marley One Love movie, based on the numbers right now, it seems like it is the biggest midweek Valentine's opener ever. Right? I'm telling you. So they're saying One Love opened in 3,536 domestic locations ahead of Friday to Monday, U.S. President's Day. Monday is President's Day as well. We not celebrate that in our school system. But I know some other school systems celebrate it. The film also opened in 47 international markets. Listen to where it opened, including Australia, Benelux, I never know which part of the world that there, but it come like kind of Europe, Brazil, France, Germany, Mexico, Scandinavia, Spain, and the UK. Openings will follow in Italy, February 22nd, Korea, March 14th, and Japan, because them tell me to say after them pronounce Japan, May 10. According to the reports, the film grossed 4.9 million from 10 international markets on Wednesday, including 2.3 million, a record for a music biopic from the UK. So this movie is produced in partnership with the Marley family. The star, Kingsley Benadir, as the iconic reggae star, and Lashana Lynch as the wife Rita. Reynaldo Marcus Green, the director. The other Valentine's Day domestic Columbia Pictures release, one called Madam Web, has the less auspicious debut, grossing just over 6 million. So they're saying that right now, based on the numbers, the One Love movie grossed about 14 million. That's about 6 and 8, 14. 8 million more than the Madame Web. I don't know what the movie there is about. I'm not interested to go watch it. Right now, okay, let me finish a part here. The standalone origin story of the Marvel heroine this is about Madame Web. I don't want to hear about that. But guys, I want to say, I don't know what to say, but I would watch that movie again. And the reason why I would watch the movie again, if somebody can buy me one ticket, me go watch the movie again. I would watch the movie again because I think normally the first time when you watch a movie, you know, see everything. But my thing with the movie is, a lot of people might bash me for this, but I personally, after watching the movie, I love the movie, right? Me love it, and it gave me insight as to some things were happening in those times when I was not able to know that they were happening. So it gave me an insight about those things when Norman Manley and Edward Seaga were in power and the violence was really bad, right? So I didn't know some of those things, even though my mother talk about it, but we actually see a reenactment of it is very eye-opening. But also, you know, I personally think that the reason why I would not give it full 10, I would not give the movie full 10 out of 10. I would give the movie 8 out of 10, or maybe 8.5 out of 10. And the reason why I give it 8.5 out of 10 is because the movie should have been longer. The movie is 1 hour 47 minutes. And basically, I think that's how they put it together, and they show us what they want us to know. But I think, in my opinion, I think some important details could have been shown more. And the reason why I said that was because I watched a documentary I watched a Bob Marley documentary on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but it was on Netflix about 4 to 5 years ago. And there's a lot of things in it that I learned about Bob Marley that is not in this movie. I know you can't put everything in the movie, but I think some of the important parts, especially the part where after he got sick, he went in isolation to I'm not sure if it was another country he went, and they were trying to get him some kind of mystical healing, and it never worked. So, and I think they could have even show him in funeral, just like how them show, not necessarily in funeral, but they could have showed, just like how they show the pictures of him doing the unity concert, they could have shown a picture of the funeral, like a video of the funeral. But my thing is, that's just my reason, because I think leaving out so many important things, it is, I think it would have sell more. I mean, no, no. I think it would have give us Jamaican people like me. And me not say us Jamaican. It would have give me a better understanding, you know. But there's a message in this movie, and the message is that men, when you no sick and no get no liquor injury, you no go a doctor, because that was one of the contributing factor for what had happened. Go a doctor, make sure say the doctor check you out and make sure say you know all right, because at the end of the day, you know, so many different things can happen. But that's what I'm saying about the movie. I am not going to talk about any details of it, but I really, really want to go watch it again. So if I find myself with no extra money, I might go watch it this weekend. But I want to go watch it again. Right? So anyway, I'm going to move off of that, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about Meddick. So basically, it was said that Meddick, allegedly, a body, not a body, but remains was found, which is suspected to be Meddick's. So make me find the video so no can't hear. But first of all, before me find the video, let me see. Let me get the article and see what the article say. And then we talk. Then we will talk some more. But guys, at that about 3 times in the movie, me feel water come on my eye like me want cry, because it's very, very emotional. Maybe when we go watch it again, me will give it probably 9 out of 10. But me think it should have longer, because remember when we go watch it, they had a Spider-Man movie. Oh, that movie was almost 3 hours long, and it's like you never regret it. I think this movie could have been a little bit longer. So basically, the police have found skeletal remains believed to be those of Meddick. So Meddick was a dancehall artist who was reported missing by her mother. And, you know, they couldn't find her. But now they're saying that the entertainer has been missing since 2023. And the skeleton remains that's found in a cane field in St. Catherine on yesterday, Valentine's Day, February 14. Yeah, that's where they find it. Meddick, whose real name is Stephanie Williams, was reported missing on August 24, 2023. She was last seen boarding a car outside of her apartment in Mayfair Reddies Road, St. Andrew. Listen. Okay, so now I'm going to play the video of the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Fitz Bailey. Is the head of the JCF Crime and Security Portfolio, and he will provide an update. Right? Well, he provided an update, so I'm going to make an eerie. The lawman said that the necessary steps will be taken to confirm whether the remains belong to Meddick or not. So it is alleged that the remains belong to her. You know, so I skip out the Mutabaraka part. I forgot about it. So this is, listen to what they had to say about
2024. The skeletal remain of a body suspected to be that of Miss Stephanie Williams, O.C. Meddick, 29 years old, was found in a district known as Walling in the parish of St. Catherine in a cane field. Miss Williams went missing on or about Thursday the 24th of August 2023 and has not been seen since. A missing person report was made to the Constant Spring Police by the mother of Miss Williams. As a result of the report, the police commenced investigation into a missing person and possible murder. Several lines of inquiries were made and several persons interviewed and statement recorded. It is also to be noted that several case conferences were held and significant support was given by the Criminal Investigation CIB headquarters in Kingston. The body will be processed and compared with DNA sample to determine the true identity. The investigation continues in the matter. I'm appealing to anyone who may have information that can provide assistance to the police to call us at 119-311 and the nearest police station.
So basically, they're saying that they will be doing the necessary testing or forensic testing to verify the correctness of the remains to see if they belong to Meddick. So they're also asking that if anybody have information to come forward or to call 311 or to go to the nearest police station or what's it 119, I don't know. So or 911. So anyway, I think you're a 119. So anyway, guys, you know, it is very sad. But as I said, if that's her, then at least the mother will have some closure. Because just like Donnelly mother don't have any closure because until now Donnelly body is not found. So if I don't want it to be true, but we can't find her, and if that is proven to be her, then at least I can just basically say the mother will have a sense of closure, but she's still gonna be suffering a loss, you know, and nobody should have to bury their child. You understand? So it is very sad situation, but we're gonna keep our eyes and ears open so we can give the necessary update. Also, I wanted to talk about what Mutabaruka concept of the whole concept of the movie is, you know. So it's like me I forgot jump back to the movie because I forget some did to do that part there. So anyway, when I watched a video with Mutabaruka, and basically he is saying that he almost cried tears, and I almost cried tears or in cried tears, and it's not mainly about the reason why me would have cried tears in the movie, but he is thinking that basically, first of all, he must say the theater that he went to back in the days or in the past, Rasta couldn't go to the theater. They would not allow that to happen. And it's just so sad because even watching the movie, I saw how they treated Bob Marley and how, you know, they wanted to assassinate him and all those things. And, you know, I just can't believe that those things were happening. So, Mutabaruka talked about how Rasta was treated. He was said they couldn't go to the Carib Theater, right? So now he's seen a celebration, and that's really what brought tears to his eyes, because he see now Rasta is being celebrated. The Rasta is being projected or portrayed on the big screen, and it's like, you know, the song where Bob Marley sing where say the stone where the builder refuse is gonna be the head cornerstone or something like that. So this is a typical example, because based on what happened, and you know, if I think it's portrayed accurately based on what happened. He was not respected. He was not respected, you know, and the fact that he was not respected, and they wanted to take his 3 points, and he had to leave the country, go to another part of the world and gain recognition, and then after that they want him back. You understand? It's like, so it's just, me understand when Mutabaruka has said, no, the system is accepting him and not even, I guess it's like they say, king not have honor in your own country. But a lot of times when you go out there and you see how people honor you, then your own country won't honor you. But this is one of the reasons why I don't know what's the hold up. Why is it Bob Marley cannot get national hero? Why they can't give Bob Marley national hero? Is it because he's a Rasta man? Why they can't give him national hero? This is my question. And now I saw where Mutabaruka is saying that this is an important part because, you know, this is going to bring more revenue in Jamaica. This is going to bring more revenue in the tourist system because the theater that I went to last night, it was fully packed. I think only about 5 or 6 seats was left. And it was about 3 or 4 or 5 different rooms or theaters showing the Bob Marley movie simultaneously. Some start a little before some, but they were all showing at the same time. And I know the 8 o'clock show was sold out or almost sold out. The 5 o'clock, 5:30 show was almost sold out. They had to open another show. I think they opened 2 more. And out of curiosity, I always go on on my app and see. I go on the app to see, like, if the movie sold out and how much seats available, because how they are, how it is on the app, you can see how many seats available in specific theater, and then you can buy your ticket. So I'm just saying this to say it was very touching what Mutabaruka said, and I hate to go back and forth because me think me did done with this part, but you know, we can never be done with it. I am going to play the video so you can hear what Mutabaruka did say.
We're not going to give a critique of the movie. We're just going to say talk about the relationship between what transpired in the movie and the audience that was present there.
I want to sleep.
I was one of those who was invited because of my cameo presentation in the movie. No. You know, I sit in the movie, I sit in the theater, and I talk to my wife and I say, well, this is something else. See, imagine when you look on the crowd outside and the people them who is outside, including the Prime Minister of Jamaica and the opposition leader, and 2 of the royal family of England, not to mention all the people them who I know say is years when them a pick them not go to Carib. Because most of them would have never find themselves below crossroad. This is a Rasta man who's projected and portrayed in a movie. With all the bad word them, according to them, all the ganja smoking them, and all the drumming of the Rasta man them in the movie. This movie was able to draw everybody.
Everybody.
And I sit there and I tell you the truth, some tears come up.
Everybody the movie draw together. Unity.
Because when I just start sight Rastafari, there's no way.
Others. No bother with the foolishness, huh?
Yeah. Rasta would have dip on the screen. As a matter of fact, there was no way a Rasta man could have go a Carib. Not to mention a Rasta man who are going to barefoot. Because you have sign on the door. I tell you, say, no shirt, no this, no that.
You
no
can't
shoes,
go in.
no entry. And I live to see the Rasta man ideas and philosophy is pushed out on that big screen. And people who I know say don't like Rasta. And if them pick me, they never come in at the house and say, they will go side Rasta, they would have run them out immediately. Because I know you two come to me and say, why them have problem with them parents? I say, why? Because them go say, Haile Selassie and I smoke herbs. Them, the parents said them no want them in the house. As a matter of fact, and I swear to this, one youth come to me, uptown youth, and say, his mother tell him, say, I bet I'm going to turn a batty man than go turn Rasta.
Oh my gosh.
You hear me say? The mother say, I better you go turn a batty man than go turn a Rasta.
Wow.
Now, this is the thing where we go through. We go through some serious cut off locks, beaten to death.
Oh my gosh.
Run up where in the hills and mountain. Can't come a street. For you come a street is persecuted. Not only by police, but by the normal common people.
Oh my.
Them never like Rasta. Now we see it reaches a stage now where a celebration of Rastafari is projected on a big screen. A man who look and do all the things them that is abomination to the system. And him sing against the system. Now we see the system hug him up. And the thing with them hug him up is one song.
Right.
One love, one heart, let's get together and be alright.
Wow.
Look here, man. First of all, a lot of the lyrics to that song was written by Curtis Mayfield from the Impression, Dead Now. That song was made from in the ska era. The ska era. That was like a song where you have in a Jamaican house say, put where the gun them and the bomb, too much killing are going in our country. It was made for the times in Jamaica, because even in that time, you did have a whole heap of criminal and gun activities that are going on. And it's a very important part of the whole thing, that right now we say, that movie is going to make millions.
Millions? You already make millions.
Millions to Jamaica.
You already make millions, brother.
The popularity that Jamaica achieved in the 60s and 70s is going to come forward again. We're going to come forward to it and get a second part.
Oh my gosh. So guys, as we know, that was Mutabaruka talking about how he felt about the whole concept of Bob Marley being celebrated. If Bob Marley being celebrated, it automatically means Rastafari is being celebrated. And the revenue is not only just going to be beneficial to who are involved, but also it will indirectly benefit Jamaica, because it will encourage tourism. You know, it will encourage tourism. So that's really, 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 really a good look. It's a good look. All right. So right now we're also gonna, me did mention say, Nigy Boy gonna be at Reggae Sumfest. I did I want Queen Africa video. Me say me did want play. So what me I gonna do? I gonna set it up. So me can play, and then me gonna see. Well, me probably just play without even putting our picture up there, because me not really have the time to do that. So Queen Africa was on our live a couple of days ago, and she was saying a whole lot of things. I did not get to listen to it briefly, but I I screen recorded it, so you will hear what she has to say. Just give me your feedback before we go on this. Let us hear about Nigy Boy performing at Reggae Sumfest. And this is Joseph, I can't call his name, but Joseph Bagdadavish. Bombard. So this is him, And Dr. Love, big up yourself. Dr. Love is the producer of Nigy Boy songs. All right, I'm going to hear this.
Months ago, and at that time I made the decision to put him on Sumfest.
Okay.
this July. So I know he's going to do great at your show. And Nigy Boy is truly another universe.
Sumfest, you're gonna be booked for Sumfest, one of the greatest reggae shows in the world. What do you feel about that?
How do you feel?
Can't find the words. It's an exhilarating feeling. Mr. Bogdanovich, you're sitting pretty over there. Thank you so much for the endorsement. You saw the talent and you're taking a leap of faith to push it, and I will not disappoint. I can assure you. The ladies are in the crowd and they will be watching. So I gotta put my best foot forward and keep the eyes open. But it's definitely an honor. I'm feeling very elated, very excited to know that I will be a part of that
British reggae on earth.
list of
British
artists
show on earth.
who will be gracing the stage. It's an honor. It's an honor.
All right, so that was Nigy Boy, and we don't know. Is the last song, most recent song was Continental, and they mash up the place. You understand? Let me say Continental, continent, and it mash up the place. Right now they are 5.5 million. A month ago it came out. Continental not accept me for themselves forever. Except no. Real Anyway, me didn't know it one time, I don't remember it. So right now, Queen Africa was on a live 2 days ago, I think. And I'm going to make hear what she have to say. At intervals I'll probably stop it, and let me see. Let's see if I can close this. And get some volume. See if I can get some volume on this. But I gotta charge my stuff. Alright, so we're going to hear from the Queen Africa. Let me see if I have the video. I do have the video. Where is it? Continental cannot accept me for themselves forever, except man. Who's gonna? If you want, I'm gonna listen to Queen
We're all
Africa.
erased and eroded and pushed aside and null and voided. So it is us now who are the survivors of the ones who pushed against the system. We are the survivors of the resistance against all of those negative atrocities against us, especially as a people. We are the ones now who will have to stand up the strongest to say to our peers who are in relationships, especially here in Jamaica, where we see how chaotic our relationship and our domestic affairs are turning out to be. We now have to be the ones to stand up and to say, it doesn't have to be that way. Valentine's Day, we know the origins of it and who created it. But yes, it is now used for a moment of love, especially in sexual, emotional, intimate relationships. But unfortunately, here in Jamaica, we're only getting advertisement as to where to go to buy flowers and where to go to buy gifts. But are we getting enough on where to go to fix the ills that are happening in our relationships that are causing the black family to look not only from a community level, but from a family-based home level, so distorted and so bitter, and a mother can kill a son can kill a mother, a father can kill a mother, a husband can shoot her wife in her vagina. And we have a society that functions around that normal, because it is not happening in their tribe or in their surroundings or in the areas that affect them. And everybody is moving on. Same way I don't hear the Prime Minister of the country mention nothing at all so far upon him campaign trail in terms of what he's seriously going to do towards helping to fix and not just necessarily regulate what's happening in our households. I don't hear nobody from the opposition who want to come in. Should have the loudest voice, because they have two of the most unusual crimes that we have ever seen called around any public figure. For the longest while is the first me I hear of two public figure where we know, so you have public figure and then you have public figure. So a man like Silvera and a man like Paul would have been public figure them. They don't get no more public figure than them. And look at the crime that is called around their names. But everybody is busy on the campaign trail looking for votes, either to keep promises going or to make new promises coming in.
Wow.
While this that I am sitting here talking about domestic violence and community violence by extension reign supreme. Why shouldn't those things be the forefront of what the campaigning should be about? Why aren't we seeing Babsy Grange, the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, marching out alongside with whoever on the other side in terms of the opposition who is responsible for those different portfolios, knocking head to head to say, make we see now fight, and I say, all right then, you not do enough for female rights or women gender rights or family rights. This is where me I go. Why we not see the campaigns them led along that line? But you see how passionate, how eloquent, how well organized they are to roll out, to come to get your sympathy, your vote, your consent, your go ahead, your, let me hear what this one here say. You guys are sitting down and allowing these groups of people to still determine how your day-to-day life functions, the things that really affect you in a real life, the things that you really need help with, the things that you need somebody to really look on you and say to you, say, Denise, this is what you need to do to fix that. It pains my heart to not get up and turn my phone on every day, because I decided to quit it a little bit, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be a martyr because it coming across like, oh, Queen Africa try to save everybody, or Queen Africa go on like she a God and like she know everything. But no one has ever listened to me as an artist, as a public figure.
Oh my.
They ostracize me. See? They push me aside. They kick me down, them thump me down, them do me everything. None of them no support Queen Africa. And I'm talking about those who are linked to the powers that be, the change makers, those who have the influence on you, the masses who brag every day that you don't want to hear us, you want to hear them. I am still calling on Richard Curry. I am still calling on Kabu Mahat Keru. I am still calling on Mota Baruka. I am still calling on the lawyer, Mr. Bert Samuels. I'm calling on all of those who stood in the front line of the resistance of our ancestors. This is the moment when we are needed the most to stand in a kind of unity that will suggest to the masses that our ancestors' blood were not shed in vain. But instead, everybody have chosen to either go silent or use the things that were said for their benefit, but not for the benefit of this rock of people, not just the land, not just the place, not just the opportunities that being born Jamaican afford you, but the willingness to open your mouth and to say to the powers that be, enough is enough where Jamaican people and suffering is concerned. But you all know for a fact that it is only one sector of this little island that you all are coming together to target, and it is that little mass that is known as the silent majority, and you will stop at nothing to bow it down, because we know that the new world order would have to be established out of Jamaica. Any world order that would be established anywhere would have to be established out of this island. And you don't know how to do it without the people realizing. So you're using everything that the people love, and you're using it to make the people feel that you're using it because you love them, but it's only weapons against them that for the plans that you have for them as soon as they are distracted enough to believe you. Everything is playing out in front of you, Jamaican people. Everything is being played. Yes, we know that they flushed you out 2020, 2022. I know that they flushed you out through the borders and flushed out you through the different things where them they put on you. And a lot of Jamaicans are now overseas. That is why the Jamaican audience is so foreign. You're not seeing Jamaican people because they were forced out of the country in order to facilitate the new Jamaica. Because if they were going to establish the new Jamaica with the real Jamaicans here, they will have to give the real Jamaicans justice first and then create the new Jamaica. But they never want the patience or the time to do that, so they drive out the people with the sovereign rights from down here. Because again, the people are ignorant, a lot of them are ignorant to the fact that they are sovereign indeed to this island. Africa is suffering now because of the dismantling of how the culture did function out of Jamaica. So, yes, Ziggy, your father told you to keep the dollar in line, and you're doing that, my dearly beloved. But we see the flaws in the rollout of the biopic. We know who is behind the reason why it have to roll out the way it roll out. And we're giving thanks to the facts that Bob Marley's story will finally in some way, somehow be told. But the Bob Marley that we know, that we born out of, would want for the resistance to be represented, would want for it to be known very clearly that as much as he was for peace and love in the world, the resistance that he put up was the willingness that he was willing to fight for that said peace. It wasn't a peace where everybody just saw us come talk about one love, one heart, let's all get together and feel all right. Yes, the all of us that he wanted to get together to feel all right was us, the people, the regular man, the maroon and the Jamaican and the runaway slave and the Taino and the Indian and all of us that was living here as a colony, and all of the colonization that divided us. That is what he died for, because he wanted to keep that unity. The original unity is what he died for. Because in order to get that unity, it would mean that all Africans would have to unite.
Oh, make
for real.
Medicine.
And all Africans meaning free Africans and enslaved Africans
and
would have to unite. Free Africans and enslaved Africans would have to unite in order for us as a people, as a black race, to see the kind of victory that would make sense. So those on the front line of Pan-Africanism and all the other different groups that are set up that were born out of resistance, they should now be the strongest in terms of using their voices and collectiveness to come together and to bring it to the people like what Putin did in his interview with Tucker, to break down the history of Russia, what the reason for the war between Russia and Ukraine is because sovereignty and new ideas clashing. And there are people who would want the new idea, but they would not want to let go of their sovereignty and their sovereign rights as people to be and to belong, just like what we see happening over in Israel and Gaza. So in order to fix all of that and to have all the powers that be that governs outcome, the people will have to, meaning Israelite and Gazas, right? Ukrainians and Russians would have to come together in a form of a unity that represents pushing against the status quo in the form of always making war the only solution to any problems that we have in the world, whether it's in the family again or by extension with the people, the world, the communities that we live in. This is why we call on the artists, because you were chosen by the Almighty to be the interceptor between God and the devil, where the people and their consciousness was concerned. And if you look carefully now, you're seeing where there's even here in Jamaica, a Bex Video Massacre, if you go and do no song for Andrew. Seeing, as artists, we're supposed to represent for the people. And these politicians and these people who want to have people love them should humble themselves and come to us and beg we. And we now go to the people and say, you think me if you do this for them? And the people say, yeah man, you can't do it. Make we see it and see. Seeing? So, all of these politicians who just want to use music for when it benefit them in a politics, why you don't use it for help in a domestic problems in our communities? There, use it right across the board. Don't just use the things that we love for your benefit and use them against us, and then you're telling us that is not indoctrination, that is not programming. It's programming. Because you're not allowing people to choose freely. You're telling them how to choose. You see me? And this country that I grew up in, I grew up here as a free person. It was not every Jamaican that were slave or enslaved. It was not every Jamaican that were slave or enslaved. Mark Golden is not a Jamaican in terms of his bloodline. Andrew Holness, maybe him have Jamaican bloodline, but he's not acting with Jamaican bloodline. There are a lot of different type of bloodlines that are here on this island, and we don't have enough bloodline that is here to defend the original people that was here, this set of people that used to live in peace and coexistence before all of this mayhem. That's why they say we have the longest revolt ever, because we are still in a revolt. And yes, you guys have managed to kill out and push down and shove back a lot of the resistance that came up against the partiality and the injustice of how the people that are true ears to any throne down here. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, you win, you kill them off, you shove them back, you do all I want to do. But you cannot enjoy the rock in its entirety if you do not stop and look at the most important asset on the rock. And the most important asset on the rock is the people on the rock. And not just the ones who you choose to be your followers in, whether they're going to put on orange or they're going to put on green. But people in general who live here, who know here, who had no other inclination to leave to go anywhere else. I can speak because I am a Jamaican-born woman. who got through a lot of very dark moments here on this island, but never did it give me a reason to turn my back on my country, to cuss my country, and to feel like my country was not worth fighting for. And so we learn the secret of what it means to survive in a true way, with the unclean and with heart pure. So in other words, even though we were suffering, we did not subject our people around us to suffering as well. And that is where we respect people like Bob Marley from. As much as he was suffering, he did not.
Buffering.
Allow the people that loved him all around the world to suffer too.
True.
He bear the suffering good for them. To the point of them, up to his death. They killed him because of that. See, and we know this. And this is where we love and respect the family of him from. And I would love for Cindy and Rita to, in this modern time, you guys are still alive. And heterosexual black family relationship is under attack. It would be nice for you guys to meet up and make the world see Cindy and Rita good. So the narrative that them trying to shape around Jamaican women right across the board, being bitter and ignorant, side chicks and baby.
Wait, if you get done already. So that was that wait, I want this. I want this up going here so. Okay. So that was Queen Africa talking about I love everything, reflection of Bob Marley's life and how he suffered for other people. I mean, not for other people, but he did not let everybody know. And that was something that I'm like, I just couldn't get with it. He didn't let anybody know he was in pain. But Rita Marley was able to recognize that he was in pain, you know. And I'm going to end this live. What I just made, I made some homemade cold medicine garlic with honey. And I tip a little eucalyptus oil in there. Jamaica, I bring that from. 1 teaspoon a day. Keep the virus away. Alright, so guys, big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Now we know today and yesterday also marked a time in history, and that's when we have. We didn't get this video from. Bob Marley mother describing Bob Marley love for Rita Marley. Let me hear this song.
No, where? You know, you have girls that on my side of family that would call him and want to talk to him and thing. When he came, he told me. And he was madly, madly, madly in love with that girl. You hear me? Bob came to the house and he wouldn't go nowhere. You know, you have girls that on my side of family that would call him and want to talk to him and thing. When them call, you know what he do? He hand me the phone, Mama, talk to them. I said, how can I talk to them and it's you them call? He said, I don't want to talk to them girls. Then I would have to say, well, maybe you don't feel like talking now, you know. But all his heart, his mind, and his soul. He said, Mama, if you ever see her, you would love her. She's just a plain girl. And she walk and roll. Whatever that is, I do not know. She said, he said she walk and
She walk and roll.
walking and roll. I mean, walk and roll. You know, she's kind of a knock-kneed. And then the way, you know, if you notice. And he just loved those things about his queen.
Wow. Yes, guys, so that's what's up. And I don't know if some of you heard, but after that game, during the celebration, there was a shooting. It was sad. There was SHOOTING going on at the Kansas City parade. Oh my God. And the sad thing is, they said that the persons who were responsible allegedly are some teenagers. They said it was a personal dispute. The police said it was from a personal dispute. And it began where several people started doing the gunfire in a place packed with people celebrating the Kansas City chief. 20 people were injured, and a mother, KILLING, a mother of two. That's why I don't love them crowded place there, you know. Nearly 1 million people are estimated to have been in the downtown Kansas City on Wednesday when GUNSHOT sent scores of people running for cover around 2 p.m. That's yesterday, Valentine's Day. 22 people ages between age 4 to 47 were wounded by GUNFIRE, and about half of the victims are under the age of 10. Oh my gosh, a lot of children. Kansas City police officer Alina Gonzalez told EOSA today that officers detained 3 juveniles but released one who they determined wasn't involved. Officers are working with juvenile prosecutors to review investigation findings and determine the applicable charges. It is just so sad. I mean, and I can go on and on, but I'm not going to sit here and read this. But I want to say condolences to the family of that lady who lost her life. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and get off of this. But guys, let me know what you think about what Queen Africa said. Do you think those bones or those remains are for Meddick? Do you think the remains belong to Meddick? You know? Those who are planning to go to reggae Sumfest, you will hear Nigy boy is gonna be there. You understand? So that's a good look. That is very good. So that's what's up, guys. If you're new to the channel, remember hit the like button, share and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload another video or whenever I go live. So thank you guys for watching. And if you not go watch a movie yet, you go watch the movie. And whoever Whoever want buy me one other ticket, one next ticket, send me cash up here, $ Lady B official. I want to go watch the movie again. Yeah, I want to go watch it one more time to get a better understanding, and maybe this time I can give it 9.5 out of 10 versus the 8 out of 10. As we said, the reason why I give it 8 out of 10 is because I think the movie was too short. The movie could have longer, then could have make it 2 hours 15 minutes and put in more stuff in it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much.